Hey there, this is Steve, the Sunny Panda, back with some more SimAirport. Season 2 of SimAirport, may I add. I sold my previous airport, which you saw in the last season, and here I am with $3.5 million starting a brand new airport. So, I finished up some of the basic planning before I started recording so that I don't bore you with the minute details that you may or may not need to know. Like, you didn't need to watch me plan this out for like 20 minutes when I can just explain it to you right away. We are going to have roads here on this white path. So there's going to be drop-offs and then pickups. Garbage and deliveries is going to be in another road so that the garbage truck and the delivery truck don't interfere with our drop-offs and pickups. Storage is going to be here, and it's all going to be smooth traffic, hopefully. Okay, so drop-offs, we're going to have some ticketing kiosks outside itself. Inside, we're going to have 5 ticketing desks right opposite of each other, because remember, we can only have 5 connected to one intake for our luggage system, which we learned last time. But yeah, and then we're going to have a couple of escalators going up. On top, we're going to have the security setup, which goes back down into the waiting area, or whatever you can call it, the lounge or whatnot. This is going to be the security exit with baggage claim right here. These are going to be the office zones and all that good stuff. And we're going to have our gates here. We'll keep expanding on towards the right, as well as make a probable, like I have plotted out close to 7 gates here on this single, taxiway. Eventually I'll have 2 taxiways, so one coming in and one going out to keep the traffic flowing better. But we could also select at any time to make it an L shape and have some gates over below too, but that would kind of stop our growth. So I plan to just expand this towards the right, and once we purchase more land, we'll have a different departure terminal elsewhere too. So we'll work that out later. We currently have a plan for 1 runway here, and when we need a second runway, I can always have it fit somewhere like overlapping this in such a manner, or we purchase this land and have one, or we have one here which could be used for arrivals, which is probably what I'm going to do eventually. Have another runway right here for arrivals, except once we purchase this land, so that I can have a bigger runway. So this is the planning for now. I don't know how successful it's going to be. Remember that in my previous season I started out with the default bare bones airport already done, and I worked my way up from there. This is my first time doing something from the ground up, so let me finish the construction, which is probably going to take up most of our money, and then I'll cut back when the basic operations of my airport begin. Construction has completed. We can start our basic operations. There's one thing that I didn't account for, which I was made painfully clear that would not be possible to have a taxiway here, because it is not clear of 10 tiles from our fence, and a fence is a must to keep the zone secure. So we'll figure that out later. You can get 2 gates operational immediately, but to start off operations, we'll use 1 gate. I started out with close to 3.5 mil. I'm left with $800,000. So that's a pretty steep drop. We can also go in for doing the baggaging thing, but I want to do the baggage system a lot better than I did in my previous season. So I'm not going to touch baggaging this episode. We'll get to baggaging next episode. We'll start operations with basic baggage claim and baggage going from the cart to the flight and coming back from the flight in a cart, the good old way of doing things. So our lounge isn't looking quite pretty yet, but I don't want to spend too much money before operations start. It could lead to really bad things happening, but let me give you a tour. So you drop off, there's some ticketing kiosks outside, ticketing desks for those who want to leave in luggage, and then there's 2 escalators up, 1 escalator coming down. They go up, they'll be greeted by security, currently just 2, not many. We can fill this up with security later on, but I haven't invested in all these tools yet because it's not required for running just like 6-7 flights a day. And then they go into the lounge or the terminal, and there you have it. Then there's the security exit here, baggage claim over here. Things should work fine. Okay, so let us, at least 1 aircraft gate must be functional, sure. Let's have a gate agent desk over here. Okay, and we'll have to hire staff. So we need at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I forgot because I wanted 2 gate agent desks here. So gate agent desk, we go into 2, okay, and we'll set up a queue and assign. Once it's built, we can assign it, and I think even queues we can wait. We can let things go on. Once everything starts picking up is when we can start working on queues and not whatnot. Let's assign both these desks. So requires at least 1 gate agent desk to be assigned. That's done. Let's schedule some flights. I have my runway built and completely upgraded, so we can have night flights as well, which will be good. So to start off with, first I need to hire a chief financial officer to control pricing, which is very important. So let me hire him, and this should be the CFO's office. Perfect. We'll tidy up the office and make it really neat and all. Everything. We'll do it way better than we did last season. Okay. And when we go into security, we need at least 6 security officers. 2 for ID check, 2 for bag scanners, and 2 for metal detectors. There we go. After that, we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 gate agent desks. Perfect. I can fire some of my workmen, but should I? Even firing them takes up money. I'd rather pay them than have them fired. It should be okay. We're paying like 27k in staff. Okay, we may need to fire some. We need to pay 2,000 to fire them. We can fire 5 of them, I think. Fire, and fire. Okay, 5 of them are fired. Let's go into flight management. Just 30% airline interest, 36%. Who is offering the most? Aerostar. Okay, what do you have for me for your night? B737, 140 passengers, perfect. And E195, which is an Embraer, perfect. So let's accept both of that for the night operations on our A1 gate. So here you go. Start right at the 6 p.m. when you can start, and here you are right after it. Okay, and then we have an afternoon, a couple of flights in the afternoon. I think 2 should be okay. What are you offering me? I don't want the Bombardier. 737 is okay, so let's take the 737 as a noon flight. And what are you offering me in the afternoon? An A320. Perfect. Let's accept that too. Pacific Airlines. And in the morning, we have just 3 flight options. Hopefully, they're big flights. E195, Embraer 195. Okay, that's okay, acceptable. And the next would be, I don't want a Beechcraft. A DQ. Oh, that is also a small one. Okay. So we'll be operating 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 flights to begin with. Okay, so people are going to start coming up. Everything's going to start working hopefully well. Let me go into planning and clear stuff out here. Okay, clear it out from the people who are already in there. And now, just as the basic requirement, wait, let me see how much the flooring costs. Carpet, 40 per tile. Okay. How much is it going to cost if I want to? That's going to cost quite a bit. But I want it to look pretty. Can I wait for it? Should I wait for it? I have money, but I could spend this on the baggage system rather than making things pretty. Okay, so what we're going to do is first is a large info display right in as they walk into ticketing. Let's have that with a couple of decorative plants, because information and decoration get the ratings straight up. And we'll have an ad display, a digital ad display right up front. We'll have a couple of them, in fact. They'll take down the ratings of the, what do you call it, surrounding environment, but we can plonk in a couple more. Should I place it here or should I place it somewhere like here? Next to the elevator should be perfect, right? Escalator. So one here and one here. Okay. And decorative. Let's have a plant right next to it. Okay. So hopefully that doesn't affect the visibility of the ad, but it shouldn't affect the environment much too. And then as we go inside, let's have some basic benches. We'll go for the same benches that we went last time, the B type, because they look pretty. So wait a minute. Let me set up a queue. Expand queue. So since we can't have a gate here, let's just presume we may have a gate there in the future, okay? So we'll have this queue coming up here and then extending out one. And then we'll have, how should I do this? I guess something like this, and then this one rotates over here, okay? So we are going to assign this to this queue, which will be for coach and first class, and this as well, coach and first class. Assign. What's going on with the queues? Why am I not getting an option to unassign? Coach. Oh yeah, flight crew isn't there anymore. Alright, so coach goes here, and this one is mainly for the first class. Okay, and I think both, it is assigned. No, this one hasn't been assigned to this one. Okay, there we go. This is assigned, this is assigned. Perfect. Do we need a baggage car? Well, we aren't running our baggage system yet, so we don't need a baggage car. We'll have the manual labor working for the baggage, so it's okay. Let's speed things up. Rather than speeding things up, I need to have my benches in place first. Oops, benches. So we go for, say, a seating arrangement like one here, one here, one here, one here, and we'll continue on the same. So have ample seating for our current one gate operation, okay? Then we go for decorative plants. So have plants in the center and here in the sides. Then we go for garbage bin. Oops. Garbage bin. Have like a couple of them here and here. Okay, so that should take care of that. We'll have a snack vending machine. Wait a minute. Vending machine. Food vending and drink vending. Does drink vending need... Make sure to set the price accordingly. Only you 5 per transaction. I think drink vending requires zoning, doesn't it? I think so. I don't know. But it's okay. We'll figure that out. So we'll have we'll have We'll have a food vending, a drink vending, and an ATM. Perfect. Let's speed things up so that our workers can start placing it. And now, since we have our operations or finance, whatever, CFO here, we can go into operations control planner, commercial pricing. We'll raise this currently because we need the money. Let's save the new prices. Runway usage estimate based on flight schedule for today. So we don't have anything today. We only have for tomorrow. Hopefully, we can start earning some money tomorrow. And once we start earning some money, that's where I'll probably end this episode. Next episode, we'll go into placing our baggage system. What I plan with the baggage system, just hear me out now. The ticketing needs to be connected to a baggage hub because it'll be an intake. So, and we have a baggage claim right here. So what I'm going to do is we'll have it's all going to be underground, but just for the sake of clarity so that you can see it now, we'll have a baggage hub, say here, all right? And both these ticketing desks will input to this baggaging hub. There will be an output for this baggaging hub to our baggage claim, okay? And then we will have another baggaging let's say over as close as we can within boundaries, so that because this will need a foundation below, okay? This will need a foundation, requires indoor area. Yeah, it will require foundation. So we'll have it underground as close as possible to the gates, and we'll have one like the double input from the baggage claim to the baggage claim running. Or maybe I'll build up a small thing here. I don't know. I'll have to have sufficient runway taxiway clearance. So maybe, since we are not going to be using this area for this taxiway, because we can't, because this gate, these fences are obstructing it, we'll maybe have a small construction done here and have a baggage hub here, which will then feed our the baggage depot. It'll input and output. This baggage hub will input and output. Then from this baggage hub, you'll have it transported to a baggage hub here, which will input and output here. So it should work pretty well, in my opinion. But we'll see. We still don't have flights operating yet, because the day is not yet over. Okay, they should get over, and we should get an estimate of how much we'll be earning. In case we're still not making a profit, we'll have to start operations on the second gate too. But we'll see. We have enough space, and we have enough room to start operating a second gate immediately. But I would like to wait and see just how much we are making compared to losing before going in for a second gate without having baggage systems in place. I can run off maybe 3 or even 4 gates without a baggage system, but it just delays things here and there, which I wouldn't like ideally I wouldn't like it. Okay, we're going to reach the new day right away, so we'll be losing 7,000 per day still, which is okay. I'll need a second gate immediately. So but once I have a second gate, the issue is I also need to raise airline interest to get more flights in, and especially the bigger flights, not the smaller flights. And I need an 80 what is it called? Air traffic control. Air traffic. It's probably just an ATC tower. For more than 10 flights per day. So an ATC tower is going to be right here. Let's place it up so that we aren't constrained by money. Currently, I'm not constrained by money. Okay, I'm making loads, and we can even add indoors here. So let's say digital add display, one right as they come down the escalator. People are starting to come in already. Nice. Operations have begun. Why are people going out to the... What's happening here? Wait a minute. Why are they coming out to the baggage claim and then going back in? Makes no sense. I may need to add some more security or queues to the security, but I don't think it's important right now. When we start operations on the second gate, we'll definitely need a new some more security areas, but not now. Let's see if this flight can depart in its scheduled time. Baggage needs to be loaded, which is happening now, and it's departing at its scheduled time. So airline interest to start going up, we should start earning more too. There's some unclaimed packages. That's a security disaster. What's happening? What are these? Are these guys waiting for the next flight that's scheduled? Okay. We're still losing money, so we definitely need another gate. What I'm going to do is clear out planning for this, which is already in place. Have a queue. So expand queue. This one will have its own queue. These two can have its own queue, right? Would that be okay? I think it should be okay if they have their own queue. So let's say, no, yeah, a 6. We'll have them share the queue, okay? And the input will be somewhere here. No, it's fine. It's fine here. Okay. No VIP, no first class queue yet. We'll have that separate later once I have more checks. Oh my god! Assign to this queue, and we'll assign this to this queue. There you go. So now things should be a lot better, and we have the advanced security too. So we'll assign this and this, and assign to this and this. Perfect. So things should start clearing out way quicker now, and I don't think we have had any delays yet. No delays. First day of operation going well. We may need, I definitely need a janitor. There we go. One janitor hired. Why is it so dirty? Can't they keep it clean? Nope, they can't seem to keep it clean, but okay, a janitor would do his or her work. And what's this? Did she miss her flight? Okay. Information. Well, we're climbing up in passenger satisfaction, so it's okay. We're doing okay now. I think I'm saying okay a lot. Security isn't a bottleneck currently. We can, as long as we're running one gate, we'll be fine. But we're losing money, so we will need to run another gate. So let's have the gate built in aircraft gate. And let's have a door, sliding door built in here. We will need 3 more security staff. Oh, I have 1 extra, no problem. And 2 more regular staff members, because this will need a gate agent desk. A gate agent desk, and we'll assign it once it's built. Of course, this needs to be A2. There we go. So assign to assign. Perfect. Remove the planning indicators for this. Perfect. Where's the staff? The staff is queuing up there. Fine. And we'll need 1 more ID check stand. Another baggage scanner. And another Metal detector. Oops. Metal detector. Metal detectors take 2. I always thought they take 1 tile, but they take 2. It's a bit ugly. But okay. Let's go into planning and clear out this. What do we do with the queue? Okay. I'm going to go in and expand a queue here. Okay. And we'll assign to flight crew and first class. Okay. So perfect. And this one's assigned to... that it doesn't need multiple... The first class doesn't need multiple assignments, but the regular queue needs a multiple assignment. So that's okay. That's done. And assign. There we go. So operations have begun. Oh, I don't want the... I don't want the 3rd floor. We have 1 office worker to... we are losing loads of money, so let's get some more flights scheduled if we can. AM. What do we have? An A320. Perfect. Let's get that. Accept. Let's run it in our 2nd gate. And then we have another flight here, an A320. I want big flights. I don't want small flights. Let's have that running here. Why not? Okay. We'll have an afternoon flight. B737. Sure. Let's run that here. And what are my other afternoon options? I don't want the CRJ 9000 an A320. Sure, that's fine. Let's accept that and have that placed here. And then we have night flights. Do I have any options in night flights? I don't. A320 though. I'll take that any day. Let's oh my god, that's a bit janky. Why does that do that? I don't know. And then we have another PM flight. An E195 Embraer. Sure, Embraer is okay with me. Starflight 3984. So we are going to run quite many flights. B737 morning. Let's accept it. Atlantic. Thank you for joining us. There's another B737. Atlantic. There we go. So we are running an almost full flight schedule. Almost, I say. Almost full flight schedule, okay? But we need to tidy up our terminal. We need to add more ticketing desks, more security probably as we move ahead. We're doing okay for now. Just the beginnings, but we need to get the baggage system in and stuff. So we'll progress further next episode. Don't forget to tune in. And I am already a lot more confident and happy with this airport than my previous one, because there's a lot of potential to grow, have a complete different terminal in the future, have another runway here, and like a lot of pretty things to come ahead. So yeah, don't forget to tune in. Leave me a comment. I'd love to hear from you. Any tips you have about my idea with, the baggage system and whatnot. And we'll pretty up. Next episode, we're going to concentrate on 2 things mainly. We'll pretty up our waiting lounge, add some more facilities for our guests, and we'll also complete the baggage system based on how much money we are making. We should be making enough money by tomorrow. So yeah, we'll see. Otherwise, we'll just raise prices. I may just do that now. Like, let's raise it to 840. I know airline interest will go down, but for some time we need to run on higher prices, and we'll make passengers happy too. So yeah, until next time, when I come back with some more SimAirport. Goodbye.